Alright, so I'm gonna be documenting. I don't know if this is technically like documenting. I'm just gonna be talking about like having OCD and ADHD because, I have both. And I only take medicine or medication for the OCD part. I had taken ADHD medication in the past, but it made me like really depressed and really angry, and I did not like it. And when I stopped taking it, I noticed I'm actually really way happier and kinder when I'm off of it. And the ADHD isn't actually the problem. Like, I'm not saying having neurodivergence makes me problematic or being a problem, because it doesn't. It just makes your brain work differently. However, I had no problem with my ADHD. I'm like serious. I did struggle in elementary school. I was an IEP student and I went to special classes. Not like special. Well, I mean, I had the regular class with all the students, and then they would take us out sometimes to a smaller class with a few other ADHD students and neurodivergent students, and we would just do work there and also switch back and forth. It was like that. When I got to middle school to high school, I stopped doing that. I was just with the like big classes with everyone else. And I did really well in school because I started to actually lock in. Growing up in elementary and middle school, I did not pay attention, nor did I try. I was really talkative. Well, I wouldn't say really talkative. I was really distracted easily in elementary and middle school, and I would talk to my friends. I don't want to name the girl who was my friend in elementary, but she was like a best friend to me. She's also a fucking traitor now, so that's why I won't fucking name the bitch. But besides the point, India. Okay, sorry. That was her name. Fuck you, bitch. Replace me for Daisy. Fuck Daisy too, and her stupid whore ass. Sorry. That was out of pocket, but it's true. She's a fucking whore. Anyways, so I went to like middle school, blah 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 blah. Skip forward to high school. I actually started to lock the fuck in, and I was doing my classes, and I did really well. I went from a B student to an A student. But before I get into that, I want to talk about how I started off really horrible in my freshman year. I had a 1.7 GPA. I was failing class. I didn't even go to fucking class. Sorry, I had a burp. And then, next year I was like, fuck, I gotta lock the hell in. And I locked the hell in. In every other grade after that, I kept getting better. And I ended school with a 3.8 GPA, which is average, but fuck it. I'm proud of myself for that shit. 1.7 to 3.8 is a hell of an accomplishment. And a lot of my fellow classmates, the kids, they were like really proud of me, and they saw me as a smart person, and I never saw myself as a smart person growing up. I was always the annoying kid in school. But I was a fucking kid at the time too. Like, shut the fuck up. I was like fucking 9, okay? Jesus Christ. God forbid I was a crybaby. I wasn't even mean. I was just sad a lot. Okay. Well, so basically, I would just cry a lot because I would get yelled at for not paying attention. I was dumb. Well, I wasn't dumb. I didn't try. Now I'm gonna get to the shit I should have been talking about from the beginning. ADHD and OCD. So, I have ADHD. And I have OCD. And OCD, I'm gonna summarize it. It's not what you think it is. A lot of people get it misrepresented in media for being perfectionists. That shit is so fucking wrong. I think a lot of you are misrepresenting OCD for OCPD. OCPD is a personality disorder, and it has a lot of traits in perfectionism and control and order. OCD is an anxiety disorder based on fear. So you have these intrusive, invasive thoughts, fears in your head that you don't want to have, but they're repeated because it's an anxiety disorder. I looked up this information. It said that it's rooted in our ancient human ancestors or instincts, what's it called? Oh my god, what's it fucking called? It's the 3 Fs. Fight, flight, or freeze. And it was like your, fighting instincts. It's like in your brain. And I guess we're always on that fight or flight mode for people with OCD. You're always on that fear mode, that caution mode. But our brains, it's hard to differentiate truth and fantasy. So even though you know it's not true, or you're semi-aware it's not true, it's still fucking present in your brain. So for me, I have death OCD. I have a fear of being groomed and lusted after by family members and people in my inner circle, and I don't want to have these thoughts, and I don't want to have thoughts about my loved ones dying. So, you know, my rituals help. I say quote unquote help because they don't truly help, they come back anyway. Get rid of it for the moment. And that's what it's like having OCD. My fears are always in my head. Whether it's loud or quiet, sometimes it's always present, and I don't like it. And that's why I take OCD medication for it, but it doesn't really help me. It doesn't really help. And I don't know if it's just something wrong with me. Maybe I'm just unfixable. Maybe I just need a different medication, but the psychiatrist literally told me not to have a higher dose because of the bipolar that runs in my family. I don't have bipolar, but apparently it could trigger an episode in me and I could develop bipolar. Thanks a lot, Grandma. My mom's side, by the way. Drug addicts also run in my family. You know what I don't understand? This is no hate to my mom, of course, or to my grandma, aka Mima, but I don't understand. Like, if you have a mental illness and it causes you so much distress in life, why would you choose to give life? Why would you choose to have a child knowing that that child is going to grow up with the same disorders that runs in your fucking family, that runs in your blood? Like, that is so selfish. I don't want to live sometimes because of my brain, because of my disorders. And I'm not having no fucking kids of my own, bitch. Because I'm not trying to bring life into this fucking world just for it to be painful on them as it is for me. And also, I'm the eldest child of 6 children. Not saying, no. My parents are split up. My mom had 2. My dad had the rest, including me. And my mom also including me, that makes 3 for her. So I have 6 siblings in total. I have a sister and a brother on my mom's side, and I have 2 sisters and 2 more brothers on my dad's side. In total, that is 6. Yeah, 6. And then me, so that's 7 of my siblings, including myself. But I actually just have 6 siblings, and I have a shit ton of cousins that I would also consider very sibling-like because I grew up with them. And yeah, I'm the eldest out of all of them except for my cousin Jaden. He's a year older than me. Yeah, I felt, you know, very protective over them. I care about them deeply. I care about my family a lot. I care about my mom a lot. I kind of also got separation anxiety. Like, I often worry for them. I gotta make sure they're okay. I call them a lot, making sure that they're doing well. But yeah, they're basically like my children. I'm not saying that I raised them, because I fucking didn't. I'm just saying I have that close bond where I feel maternal towards them, and I don't want any fucking kids of my own. No thank you. So, yeah.